Okay, so hopefully everybody can hear me, see me. So we are here. We're live on Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I can't even remember what day of the week it is. It's kind of crazy. I've got projects sitting around everywhere getting ready for Christmas. So that's kind of crazy. I need to make a Dollar Tree run so I can go pick up more projects for Christmas. It's just kind of crazy. Now, before we jump into everything, I do want to tell y'all what the weekly wow sale is this week. It is on the Deco Flock. So the soft stuff that I used last week on that pumpkin shirt, that's what's on sale this week. So if you're interested, let me see if I can find, or I can find. I will post a link to it. I'm trying is the operative word to get better about linking stuff. I'm terrible. Sorry. Now, I am going to do next week, hopefully on Monday, hopefully everything from Amazon that I ordered will be here. I am going to do the haul from Amazon so y'all will know more of what I purchased for Christmas because, you know, most of these things I'm going to use. I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to use all of them, but I buy a lot and then kind of figure out where to go from there, if that makes sense. Kind of crazy. So yeah, the Deco Flock is on sale for $5.95. So I will post a link if you're interested. And you know, we love it when y'all shop with us. This is what helps keep our channel and stuff going. But if you can't, we completely understand. But there's a lot of colors in Deco Flock, and Deco Flock's gonna be fun. We are gonna, I know I get asked like what vinyls and stuff like that I'm going to use for Christmas. Hey, and there's 42 of you watching. Make sure you go and like this video. That helps me out a whole lot. Just that's an easy free thing that you can definitely do. But what I was going to say is, you want to know what vinyls I'm going to use? You might as well look through everything and get a little list of everything if you're wanting to know, because that's how I am. I mean, that's why I sell them, is because I love vinyl. I mean, y'all know this. So, hi everyone. Let's say hi. Start saying hi to the Sticks Boutique, Mary Jane, Latrina, Maxine, Lovely, Cindy, Isabella, Kim, Leaking, Baby Jane, Kim, Charlotte, Bettina, Scrap That Stuff, Isabella, Rhonda, Linda, and Charlotte. So hi everybody. I'm glad y'all were all able, and Dana and Heather and Pink Pearls, everybody. Hi. So as you can tell, I'm in a pretty good mood. You know, I've kind of been in a funk lately. If y'all don't know, between hurricanes and all that other kind of stuff, I just kind of got in a funk. I think everybody does that. But now that we're getting close to Christmas, I just think that let's hopefully be able to end 2020 on a high note. That's what I'm hoping for, is like, I want some good stuff, just things to be really good for the rest of the year. So I'm like, let's have some fun. We're going to do all different kinds of projects this year. Now, I do want to go ahead and stop, since y'all are all here, to kind of explain how Craftsmas works. Because if you haven't watched previous seasons, that it's a little bit different than how we typically do normal videos. So with Craftsmas, you will typically see the vinyl already cut. Most of the time it will be weeded if I'm using vinyl for that project. Because we will still upload SVGs over to our Patreon page. So joining Patreon during Christmas, if you want to get a lot of SVGs for a little bit of money, that's always a good thing to do. You don't have to, because we do try to offer all of them on our website, but it does take us time. It's a whole lot easier and faster uploading everything to Patreon than it is to the website. So that's why there's so many more SVGs on the website or on Patreon than there are on the website. So they're quick, easy, fun tutorials. I don't go through the whole process of cutting the vinyl, designing it, separating things out. It is just simple, quick, easy. I try to keep the videos less than 15 minutes because some things are a little bit more complex. So it will take a little bit more time. But we also try to keep things that are inexpensive. Like I try to keep projects, for the most part, under $20. Well, I'm glad you were able to join us, Sparrow's friends. But yeah, no, Craftsmas is one of my favorite times of year. Like I love doing Craftsmas, and I love getting prepared for it. There is something about being able to shop for projects and stuff like that. And I know, like, I get asked all the time, well, why do you make so many shirts and stuff like that on your channel? Well, because as a business wise, if you go, are you watching it on a computer? Let me see. If you're watching it on a computer, I might be able to tell you. If you're watching it on your phone, close out of the live chat for just a second, not out of the video. Just click off that, and you'll be able to hit the thumbs up button. And if not, you can go to... Okay, so Diamond Artworks, okay, so yeah, Charlotte, if you take and close out of the live chat for a second, the little thumbs up button, that's how you like it. Oh, we are going to be, Isabella, we do Craftsmas the way that Craftsmas works. We started on October the 1st. So Craftsmas encompasses, because it is the crafting season. Let's face it, once October hits, if you're a crafter, you're busy through Christmas. And that is Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and gifts. So it's whether it's going to be home decor or just fun stuff like that in general. So there's a whole lot of things to do as far as Craftsmas goes. So, but no, I don't sell my stuff on Etsy. We have a storefront. So like I sell supplies and stuff like that online, but we put like all the stuff that we make in windows and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I sell it. Oh, I can't wait to go back to the Most Crafty Nurse to Disney World. I am like itching so bad to get there. But we're gonna wait till things kind of clear up and stuff like that. Like I know that they're doing a good job keeping things clean. It's just I haven't even had a chance to sit there and plan it. And I like to go when like all the restaurants and stuff like that are open. I mean, look, I'm not a tiny girl. I like to eat. And I like good food. We always get the deluxe meal plan because one thing when I plan Disney, the only thing I want to have cash for is tips and souvenirs. Like I want everything else all paid for because that makes things so much easier. Tammy, thank you so much. If you don't know, I do have a second channel. I'll link it for you so that way if y'all are interested, this is all on my second channel. I talk about mainly makeup, and then when I'm doing Disney stuff, I talk about Disney. Different for you. Eating is a weird situation. I can't even imagine. I'm not going to ask you to go into it, but you know, I'll definitely be praying for you. Now, but like, okay, so me and Cameron, we do his PE first thing when we get to the office in the morning. We go for walks. It's good exercise for him. It's good exercise for me. It gets us out in the sun. And then that way I make sure he's still staying physically active before he goes to virtual school. So we were talking about it this morning, and he was asking, well, what if you had to lose one of your 5 senses? What would it be? I told him, hands down, it would be taste. Not because I don't love the taste of food, but because I do love the taste of food. And like, but eating is also my issue because I'm an emotional eater and stuff like that. And I mean, and I'm a very picky eater too, like extremely, extremely picky, like really weirdly picky. So like I don't touch avocados, like onions, if they're not teeny tiny and cooked really well, I can't stand the texture of them. So I'm really weird about a lot of different foods. I don't eat fruit. So, like, I feel like if I couldn't taste food, then I wouldn't be as picky as I am now. And then maybe it would be like a piece of cake would be so tempting because I can't taste it. So what's the point? Dawn, if you're in a slump, you really need to find someone to talk to. Friends, neighbors, that kind of thing. You know, sometimes that definitely helps you whenever you need to feel better. But if it's a slump that's been there for a long time, I would definitely recommend trying to talk to a doctor. Because I'm not qualified to give a whole lot of advice there. But, you know, for me, positive thoughts, like I have to reinforce positive thoughts. Like it's like I tell my husband, I'm like, whenever I get in a funk, sometimes I just have to stop and be like, hey, you're cute. Hey, you're doing a good job. Hey, you know, and that helps me out. Diamond, one of the things, like I know Etsy is a big place for a lot of people, but start a Facebook group. One of the biggest things is a lot of people tend to forget that their closest market is their friends and family. Don't let them talk you into making a lot of stuff at cost or for free. You know, your time is valuable, but starting a Facebook group to show off your products, get people to join, do contests to get people to get added. Every person that's in there is a chance to make a sale. Yes, Isabella, you should pray about it. But I mean, as I said, doctors, I mean, there's a reason why they're a doctor. I don't know, Sparrow Friend. I mean, I really haven't had a chance to look into not being able to taste anything. It was just kind of one of those things that I was talking to Cameron about, and it was like, well, you know, I already have trouble seeing, so I don't want to lose my sight. I think hearing is extremely important, and I definitely don't want to lose the sense of touch. So the only two things that really wouldn't bother me so much would be the sense of smell or the sense of taste. And I figured taste would be the easiest one because then that way it might help with my overeating. But I have no idea. Yeah, Facebook's a great option. Like I still like we have a Facebook group, Cuttin Corners Vinyl. We have our business page, but it's also a great way for people to talk, share things. You know, it is what it is. I keep applying lip balm. Sorry. It has been hot and humid. Well, I mean, it's always hot and humid down here. And I don't know what it is. Whenever it gets super hot and humid, my lips get super dry. Kind of weird. Very, very weird. I'm waiting on my husband to get here. He's got to. So I got to tell you all this funny story. So I had to call my husband earlier because the direct-to-garment printer is making a funny noise. And it needs to be greased. It has a pole inside of it that needs to be greased so that way the print head runs smoothly. So I was calling my husband. I was like, hey, honey, when you get off work, can you come grease the pole on the printer? And he's repeating it back to his work colleagues because, you know, he's got a joke. And, you know, it's like, my goodness, really? Really? Your mind's got to go to the gutter? But, you know, it still is a funny statement. Hey, Dawn, trust me, everything right now, and you're not the only one. I mean, I don't think unless you're a grocery store, I think everybody is having issues with sales not being where they were. I mean, it is what it is. Money for everybody is kind of uncertain. For a lot of people, jobs are uncertain with everything that's going on, so people are scared to spend. And a lot of times right before elections and stuff like that, it gets like that anyway. I don't know what it is. I mean, because I guess people are figuring that the economy is going to tank. Oh, just to let you know, the candle I'm burning right now is from Bath and Body Works. It's the Cool Friend. See if you can read it. Candle. It smells so good. I have the bath soap too. Like, I love Bath and Body Works candles. But yeah, it is that way for everybody. So see, Baby Jane, it was, I think, 95 today here in Texas. Let me look at my weather. See, right now it's still 93 degrees outside. And it is humid and it is hot, so it makes it feel a whole lot hotter than it is. Like the air conditioner around here hardly ever shuts off because it is so hot. And like 60 degrees would be cold. That would be jacket weather for me. Oh yeah, Charlotte, that's an invoke for you. That's my husband all the time. I mean, my husband's mind is always on the gutter, but you know, I love him more for it. Yes, try a Facebook group, Diamond. It really does help a lot, and a lot of people will tell you that. And start small, you know. It takes a while to build up clientele. It really does. But know your worth is one of those things that I tell people. I feel like I got an eyelash in my eye. Because you have to know you're worth it before anybody else will. You're in the Bahamas, Terrence? You suck. Sorry, that might have sounded mean. I want to be in the Bahamas right now. I want to be near a beach. We are going to go to the beach this weekend because we have a cool front coming through, so it's supposed to be like 85 degrees. So it is a good day to go to the beach. We're going to go to a smaller beach that no one ever goes to because I don't want to be near a bunch of people. And our beaches are gross. But hey, maybe it'll give me a chance to actually read my book. I ordered this on Amazon because whenever the original Twilight came out, it was like 19. So I read all of them. Like I literally went to Barnes and Noble at midnight whenever, which one was it? Breaking Dawn, the last one came out. So I had to pick it up. So it's like, this was supposed to come out many years ago. This is Twilight from Edward's perspective, and I haven't even cracked the book yet. So I was like, well, maybe at least if we go to the beach, I can read my book. Oh, it's not that bad. I mean, this would probably take me, let me see how many pages are in it. 662. Oh, that'll take me about 6 hours to read. Let's see. Hickory, North Carolina. See, my husband's Aunt Laquita, she lives in Boone, North Carolina. So, that Attica, I think I'm saying that wrong. Maybe I'm not. This is the Be Perfect and Stacey Marie palette, Carnival 3. I love Tahiti. It is really, really pretty. I just got it in today. It is gorgeous. Yeah, see, Diamond, you'll get there. You will get there. But yeah, Facebook is a great option for you. And your friends and stuff will share it. And it doesn't, like, to start a Facebook group, it is cheap. Hey, Cameron, come here, baby. I'll get him to grab it at Attica. I'm saying the wrong. No, I don't speed read. The palette that's on the top shelf, first box, that has the black and white stripes, bring it to me. No, Baby Jane, I don't speed read. I guess I do. I'm a very fast reader. Always have been, always will be. Like, first box, look, right down here, baby, right underneath the princess thing. The black and white, that one, yes. So this is the palette. This is what I use today. And it's got a lot of colors to it and it actually performs well. I stuck with mainly the purples and then I used this teal color underneath. It is gorgeous. Well, it's okay, Roberta. You can always rewatch the replay or, I'm glad you're able to join us because, we typically try to run our lives for 30 minutes to an hour. It kind of just depends on what's going on that day. Yes, I love these colors. Like, whenever I look for a colorful palette, that's what really excites me. The thing is, like, whenever it comes to, like, eye makeup, if you've watched me for a while, I like bold eyes. I mean, I'll wear, like, basic browns, but I like colorful makeup. The one color that I really don't feel is, like, the most flattering on me is blue. Diamond, don't worry about it. That's what this live is here for. I love to answer questions, but I also love to just sit in here and chit chat with y'all. I mean, That's what makes it fun. Live videos to me are so important because it really gets everybody to get to know each other, you know, and we've all been at a starting place. So, I mean, that's nothing. Yeah, Diamond, you're more than welcome to. You can send me pictures or you can send shirts, and we'll definitely take a look at them. All of my info is linked in the description box. Yeah, Attica, I love colorful makeup. Like, I have no issue doing a basic brown, like beige eye, but colorful is my favorite. Well, thank you, Attica. I just saw that you said that the makeup looks beautiful. I feel pretty today. Like, I have to show you. The color that is on my lid, it's very difficult to see. It's this color called Starlight. Look at that. And in different lights, you can see it looks different colors. So it looks blue, it looks purple, and it looks pink. So it's like a multi-chrome. Yes, Attica, I do have some videos on the scan and cut. Not too many because the Cricut is my favorite one to work with. I do have Cricut, Brother Scan and Cut, Prism Cut, GCC. We have a roll and like... Okay, so pink pearls, part of the reason why your font looks thinner is probably because Design Space doesn't have an outline feature. I wish it did. I hope that's something that they add in at some point. That's like, that is a big feature that is missing. It needs an outline feature. I mean, every other program has it. That's one thing that Cricut does. So email them to me, Diamond. That's going to be the best way that I see them because honestly, Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that, I don't check a lot of DMs because I get some weird ones. And it's not y'all. So I get, like, not that long ago, I had to tell y'all this because it's funny. I got someone asking to be my sugar daddy. I showed it to my husband. I was like, look, here's someone who's going to take some of the burden from you. Because I'm so expensive. But yeah, I was like, no. Who would DM somebody? And this is, again, why I don't check because it gets creepy. I was like, no. Who just DMs somebody out of the blue that they've never talked to, anything like that, and be like, hey, I want to be your sugar daddy? I don't think so. One, you can't afford me. Two, I am a happily married woman for almost 2 decades. I might look younger than what I am, but I am almost 40 years old. I could be somebody's sugar mama. I ain't gonna be somebody's sugar baby. You know what I mean? We ain't playing like that. Heck, and it was hard enough getting the first one trained. There ain't gonna be a second one. But yeah, no, done. But yeah, that's kind of, I mean, there are some cheaper Hottronics machines, Roberta, but I think the cheapest one is still like $2,000, $1,500 to $2,000. They're expensive, but they're worth it. Aguilera, just keep going. You will learn the Cameo 4. Trust me. It takes time, but once you get there, you get there. And the good thing is once you master a machine, it is easier to master another. But that's one of the things like I've always recommended. One of the reasons why I have always recommended having an outside art program like CorelDRAW. That's what I use. We also have Adobe Illustrator, which is what Nadia uses. I've played some with Inkscape. CorelDRAW is the cheapest other than Inkscape because Inkscape's free, but CorelDRAW is amazing. And I've used it for years. That's what I learned doing screen print and stuff like that on. So, but having an outside art program, you can design in it and then you can import it into any machine that you want to, which I think is important because, hey, let me tell you something, and y'all may not be thinking about bigger now, but if you're doing this as a business, you're not going to want just a Cricut in 5 years. What if someone wants vinyl that is like 18 inches by 5 foot, you're going to need a bigger machine. Well, if you already know an outside art program, you'll easily be able to swap machines. You see what I'm saying? It definitely helps whenever, that's something that we've always recommended. It's like for one of the things my father-in-law uses because he runs the big machines is FlexiSign. It's an expensive program. Again, Adobe is expensive. But, it's something that can be used with all the big machines. So it just kind of depends on what you're wanting. So yeah, Roberta, it kind of just depends on what you're wanting to do. And it depends on how you use it. Like if you're using it for business, girl, spend the extra money to get a good one because it will last you forever. That my Air Fusion right there cost me what, $5,000. We bought that 6 years ago in October, and it's still going strong. And that sucker is on all day, every day, pretty much for the past 6 years. So, I mean, yeah, $5,000 over 6 years, but what I do with it has come in handy. Atiki, I haven't used the Cricut Joy. I thought it was a waste of money. I'm sorry, but if I'm going to spend that kind of money on a machine, I'll just buy a full size one. Just my personal opinion. Like, because even the vinyl and stuff like that is even more expensive. I'm like, why? I can only cut 6 inches. I can do that with the big size machine. Like I saw a lot of influencers talking about it and like all this other kind of stuff. I'm like, I'm not going to spend the money. One, let me tell you something. And it's something you may or may not know. Like, and I'm trying to be very honest. All the machines, all the equipment I have purchased, and if I haven't, I have told y'all. So I have one heat press, the Tessie. It's a $200 heat press that I had sent to me to check out, which I think is good. We still use it all the time. It's good for home use. And the scrap box, which is now the Dream Box, which used to be it's now Creator Room. They sent that to me. I made sure everybody knew that it was sent to me. Everything else I have paid for. I'm not getting any of this stuff for free because one, to me, a lot of times when you're getting a lot of that kind of stuff for free, it kind of skews what you're saying. And if you're getting a sponsored video or anything like that, they want you to say certain things and you may not agree with it. Like whenever I did the test, it was like, hey, yeah, you can send me the machine, but this isn't a sponsored video, if that makes sense. Like I was like, because I want to be able to be honest and say what and how I feel. So if that makes sense, like I am all about speaking the truth or my truth, and I've done this, this ain't, and a lot of people that you see that do this wasn't a business for them. They weren't making shirts or signs or anything like that for their full-time business before getting into this, and like just taking and doing like videos and stuff like that. Hey, if it's a gift from your husband, then appreciate it, Diamond, because that's a very sweet gift. But if I'm going to spend my budget, my crafting budget on it, I wouldn't. But again, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like some of the stuff my husband's bought me through the years that I really don't like, but I love it because he got it, if that makes sense. So don't feel bad for that. I don't want you to feel like you wasted your money. You see what I'm saying? But I am very upfront. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to tell you how I feel about all of it. Because, as I've said, I come at this from a totally different standpoint than other people because this has been my business. I have been successful at making shirts and making signs. I've been in this business now for 15 years. I may look young, but I've been doing this a long time. And I have made all kinds of mistakes and I've done some awesome things. So I try to teach all that. You get what I mean? Like, yes, crafting and stuff like that's fun. And I do crafts. But I also want it to be, if you're wanting to learn about the business aspect of it, I wouldn't want to learn about the business aspect from it from someone who's never done it for professional. You know what I'm saying? Again, this isn't me trying to down anybody else, because there are people that, you know, who do this and they do great things. But again, it's a whole different thing. And I enjoy the interaction. Let me tell you that. Like, Aguilera, you wanting to do in class, like a class with me in person at the store? If so, you just come into the store and book your class. And I do private classes. It's $150 for 2 hours, which some people will say it sounds high, but part of the reason why we set it up like that is, one, you get 2 hours of my time, and I'll teach you whatever you need to know. And I stopped doing group classes. I used to do group classes, but everybody would be at a different level, and then I felt like nobody knew, like it was very hard to keep people on the same page. So doing individual classes was always better for me. But yeah, all you got to do, come in, pay, we'll schedule you, and then you get my undivided attention for 2 hours. Yeah, I don't like the new Cricut. I don't like Cricut vinyl at all. Period. Anybody who tells you it's good, I think is lying. That sounds so mean, but it is. I mean, I'm sorry. I haven't tried any that is any good. I mean, honestly. Like, I just don't feel like it is great quality. Yeah, I mean, hey, and if y'all ever come down here, let me know. I love doing classes, and I love meeting you guys. I can be awkward. Now, anybody who's met me in person will tell you this. Like, I am this way and on camera and stuff like that, like all out there and kind of, you know. But whenever I'm in person, I'm like shy, reserved, because I'm weird. Like, I don't know how to talk to people. Like, I can talk to you like this, but when I have to have conversations with people back and forth, I'm like, wait, I'm awkward. I'm very introverted, other than this. And it took a while to get used to being on camera. That's what I was talking to Nadia about earlier, because she likes doing stuff. She's very artistic. It's like, well, Nadia, you could always start a YouTube channel. I mean, heck, we've got everything for you to do it if you want to. And, you know, I'll help you along with it. And I know she's scared that she'll be awkward. And I said, like, everybody's awkward in the beginning. It takes time to get used to talking to yourself and just reading other people's comments. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm sitting here conversing with someone sitting next to me. But I don't do that on a regular basis. Do you want to do like a computer class? Trying to think of what is the Zoom meeting? I could do classes like that if y'all are interested in anything like that. I could set up a thing on our website. So if y'all are interested in doing something like that, we could do online classes. So if y'all are interested. We are in Nederland, Texas. So we are about 2 hours outside of Houston, an hour and a half. We are on the Gulf Coast. So yeah, we can set that up so we can do Zoom classes. I think that would be fun. I will have to limit those, because especially during Craftsmas, because Craftsmas is crazy. Yeah, Aguilera. Typically I like to do, and we can do classes pretty much any day of the week. Saturdays are typically pretty good to do classes. It just kind of depends on your work schedule. I am up here all the time now, like literally all the time. Jeremy, the Brother Grease is up on top of the printer. Yes, I had to joke with people and tell them, you got to grease the pole. I told him that story. Did y'all not hear my husband? He goes, what do I have to do again? I was like, you got to grease the pole. Anyways, Hurricane Sally. No, Hurricane Sally is heading more towards New Orleans, and we have friends that live down in that area, so we'll definitely be praying for them. Yeah, Shreveport is not About 2 hours from us. Yeah, we got an error on the printer, so we got to reprint it. And it might need new felt pads. That's my husband for you. Remind me again why I married him.
My good looks and charm.
Your good looks and charm? No, I love him. Okie dokie. But yeah, no. But there are still like 5 systems in the Gulf or in the Atlantic right now. So who knows what's going to hit us by the time everything's said and done, because it's been like crazy. I just hope I don't have to evacuate again, because evacuation sucks. Yes, I'm not going to repeat that one, Charlotte, but that's pretty good. But yeah, no. It might need some new felt pads. There's in the stuff, there's like these little, Nadia, there's these little tiny square felt pads. Look in the box, and where the thing you screw on, they stick to the bottom. I have to try to explain things to people, and it sounds so bad. It does. But yeah, no, we can definitely set up that. I think that would be fun. And then that way I get some more one-on-one with y'all, because, you know, I love you guys. A lot of you have been around with me for a long time. Like Linda Sandusky, she's been here forever, like since the beginning. And we love, even if you're new, we still love you. Like, I think that this is so much fun. So much fun. Anyways, I guess I will cut it off there, but I think I'll do another live on Thursday if y'all are interested. 5 p.m. Yes, you do. Got to close it, turn it on, so because it's fixing to get loud. So we will do live on Thursday at 5 p.m. as well. To kind of extend this, since I have to cut it off a little short. Remember, Flock's on sale. I will figure out a way to add that, so that way we can do. Well, I'm glad you're here, Diamond. But that way I can figure out how to do online lessons. But I guess that's it. We'll see y'all later. Bye.